Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should we get one today. Today's topic is how to know when someone isn't ready for a commitment. Basically, this is go for men or women. Basically, it all comes down to your mindset and your mentality. I mean, marriage is something that is a covenant from God. Two people join together, and a lot of people are not mentally ready. A lot of people say they're ready for marriage. A lot of people want marriage. They say they want to get married. They want to settle down. It sounds good, but at the same time, a lot of people are not willing to put the work in, sacrifice, and be selfless in a marriage. A lot of people come into the marriages with their own agenda, own hidden agendas. Still want to be single. Still have one foot in, one foot out. They're still not fully committed. And what you got to realize is that when you're married, that's what marriage is all about. Y'all two growing together, going through ups and downs, going through challenges, going through hurricanes, going through the storm, everything. So you have to understand that, you tell someone not committed if they're not really, focused on you. They feel like they still have to seek other people, seek other improvement. They don't really have the energy for you. Toxic communication, toxic body language, very abusive. I'm not saying I'm not gonna argue. You're gonna argue. You're gonna have a disagreement, but it doesn't really seem to be it's going anywhere. Someone who feels like, hey, I'm gonna date you, or let's not get too serious too soon, or anything like that. You can just always just tell that the person's not ready for marriage. And the thing about me, like I said, you find your person. It don't matter whether it takes 5 years, 10 years. I mean, when you find your person, you're locked in on your person, and guess what? You have that person. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand is that, marriage is a commitment, it's a covenant from God. People think it's a contract, but think it's just some obligation. And that's the thing though, marriage is not, to me, like I said, it's a covenant. When I said my vows to my wife, 5 years ago, that's what I meant. And like I said, I'm just continue to do God's plan, do his work, do his purpose, do his will, and we go working together. Do we have struggles? Do we have trying times? Yes, that's gonna come down any marriage, any kind of relationship. Anybody's coming on here telling you that marriage is honky-donkey, everything is gravy and everything's great, they're lying to you. So they have some challenges, we have our tribulations, we have stuff that go on a daily basis, but at the same time, though, we just keep fighting for one another, keep trying to pray for each other, keep trying to be each other's peace, at the end of the day. But yeah, though, like I said, people are not ready for marriage because it's a hard thing to get up each and every day. No, it's not hard. It's not hard. Like when it just becomes just second nature, like you don't have to have that need to have different people. You have that need to hide your phone or your tablet. You don't have that need to do anything extra that's going to hurt or damage your relationship, damage your partner. It just comes easy. It comes naturally. Like for me, like I said, I don't have that need or no shit. Oh, let me go talk to this person, that person. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let me just stay productive. Let me go to the gym. Let me work some more hours. Let me just stay productive. Like that takes my mind off a lot of this craziness. You know what I'm saying? I always figure out what way it's gonna be productive. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm by myself, whether I'm with my wife, my daughter, whatever situation I'm at, I'm always asking myself, how can I be more productive? How can I give more? You know what I'm saying? How can I use this time, the limited time that I have on this earth? How can I make it more productive and more make it more sense, making sense? I spend a lot of time doom scrolling. Spend a lot of time arguing, going back and forth with people. I'm just not at that place in my life. Like I said, I just work, do the best I can do, work out, focus on my family and the faith. That's it. I don't have time for a lot of nonsense, BS. I just not really me. I just like to stay focused on what I'm doing, who I'm with, and just keep a low profile. Keep a low profile and stay out the way as much as possible. But yeah, though, that's my thoughts about, you know, people getting committed, why people can't stay committed. What's your thoughts? Feel free to comment below.